Conducting an I Chingmancy reading. Since you have dedicated time to your ancestral spirit guide shrine, and you are ready to embark on communicating with them, it is time to bring out your mat, books, and coins. Place a small glass of water on the mat, light a small tea candle if you prefer, and do the following. With the tip of your middle finger dip into the glass of water and sprinkle water on the mat saying fresh water, holy water, and water of God. Bless this communication with my divinities and ancestors. Praises to all the fathers, praises to all the mothers, praises to all my ancestors, spirits, guides, and guardian angels. Praise to all ascended masters, and holy sages, Lao Tzu, Confucius, King Wen, Duke Chao, and Suma Chen, and praises to the pantheon of Asian and Yoruba deities. May my spiritual connection and consciousness be blessed. Praises be to all that is spiritual and good. You can also say something like this. Praises to all my ancestors, spirit guides, and Asian sages. Praise to all my elders and mentors, praises to my consciousness and inner being. May I be endowed with the proper enlightenment to recognize the truth? Now read the following hymn from Selection of Prayers for Enlightenment book for a blessed communication. Hymn 15. I thank thee, O Lord, and nothing exists except by thy will, none can consider thy deep secrets, or contemplate thy mysteries. What then is a man that is earth, that shaped from clay, and returned to the dust, that thou shouldst give him to understand such marvels, and make known to him the counsel of thy truth? Clay and dust that I am, what can I devise unless thou wish it, and what contrive unless thou desire it? What strength shall I have unless thou keep me upright, and how shall I understand unless by the spirits, which thou hast shaped for me? What can I say unless thou open my mouth, and how can I answer? Unless thou enlighten me? Behold, thou art Prince of gods and King of majesties, Lord of all spirits, ruler of all creatures, nothing is done without thee, and nothing is known without thy will. Beside thee there is nothing, and nothing can compare with thee strength, in the presence of thy glory there is nothing, and thy might is without price. Who among thy great and marvelous creature can stand in the presence of thy glory? How then can he who returns to his dust? For thy glory's sake alone hast thou made all these things. Grab the coins and state the reason for doing the reading, or just say, general reading to avert negativity and promote positive things in my life. Now toss the coins on the mat to obtain the first line or yao. Remember to mark the lines accordingly, adding the heads and tails to obtain a number 6, 7, 8, or 9. Where 6 or 8 are a broken line, and 7 or 9 are a solid line, also place an X next to the 6 or 9 signifying that it is a transformation line. Look up the hexagram using the table. This is done by matching the 3 top lines of your hexagram with the 3 trigram lines of the top bar of the table. Then match the 3 bottom lines of your hexagram with the 3 trigram lines of the sidebar of the table. Look up the second hexagram by pulling out lines 2, 3, and 4 of the first hexagram, and this becomes the bottom 3 lines of the second hexagram. Then pull out lines 3, 4, and 5 of the first hexagram, and this becomes the top 3 lines of your second hexagram. Now, look at this hexagram in the table, and write down the number under it. You need to mark with an X next to the same line position in the first hexagram to the second hexagram. To obtain the third hexagram, take the first hexagram and replace the lines with X's next to it with its opposite. If an open line, it becomes a solid line. If a solid line, it becomes an open line. Match the hexagram with the table and write down the number under it. If there were no moving transitional lines, then there would be no third hexagram. There is a way of obtaining a third hexagram without moving transitional lines, but that will be for a more advanced class. Look in the I Ching book for the number and write the name of each hexagram next to each number. Now, read each hexagram and make notes as to what question you would like to ask, for clarification and proper interpretation of the message. If you don't feel like reading, you can always listen to the audio of the hexagram on www.youtube.com/I-Chingmancy/playlists. To extend the reading with the geomancy codes, pull out of each hexagram the bottom 4 lines of each hexagram, and this would be one of 16 tetragrams. Look up the tetragram in the geomancy codes section of the book, and read its meaning. Now, meditate and bring all four messages together, formulating a prophecy. Fine-tune it by asking yes and no questions for clarity. You can also listen to the audio of the Geomancy codes on www.youtube.com/@ichingmancy/playlists. Bring closure to the reading by asking what kind of work needs to be done to move the energy of the reading. Work needs to always be applied to remove negatives and promote positives. Works include but are not limited to prayer sessions at your shrine, spiritual herbal baths, sage smudges, libation offerings, candle work, incense, and meditation. Feel free to ask any questions and contact someone on this website for a one-to-one class session.